After a nationwide search, Canada's best home cooks earned their place in the top 14. Tonight, they face their first Mystery Box Challenge.
Let's go, I want to do this.
And cook with patriotic pride.
Canada's awesome.
I'm like the kid in the candy store right now.
But a worldly elimination challenge.
Whoa, a lot of pressure here, a lot of stake.
Leaves some home cooks lost in translation.
If you keep on doing this, the end will be near.
Top 14, hell yeah. I'm a salon manager, and I'm walking into the Masterchef Canada kitchen. How unreal is that?
People would be pretty surprised to know that I'm a doctor, but winning Masterchef Canada, it's honestly such a dream of mine.
I'm currently working as an insurance broker, but I am going to work my butt off and be Canada's first Lady Masterchef.
Welcome to the Masterchef Canada kitchen. You are the top 14 home cooks in the country.
We have provided you with everything you need to succeed in this kitchen. Top-of-the-line Miele stovetops and ovens, and a fully stocked equipment room that makes me even envious.
It's just gorgeous. It is the best kitchen I've ever seen in my entire life.
We need to see dedication, skill, and above all, creativity.
And what better way to test creativity than the Mystery Box Challenge? In every Mystery Box Challenge, we want you to create for us a stunning MasterChef quality dish by using some or all of the ingredients under your mystery boxes. Are you ready to find out what's under your first mystery box?
Let's go, I want to do this,
On a count of 3, lift those boxes. 1, 2, 3. Lift! In front of you are 13 iconic Canadian ingredients, one from each province and territory from across our land.
From Nunavut, Arctic char.
From Ontario, red and white wine by Jackson Triggs. From PEI, red potatoes.
Holy crap, Canada's awesome.
From New Brunswick, little neck clams.
I'm from New Brunswick. These clams are pretty much in my backyard. I know them quite well.
From Newfoundland, famous Screech rum. From Manitoba, sweet pickerel.
There's too many proteins in this box. My brain is just going in a million directions.
Nova Scotia, wild blueberries.
And from British Columbia, farm fresh vegetables.
These ingredients, they complement each other. You can do so many different things with them. I'm so excited.
In addition to the ingredients in front of you, you will all have access to the staple pantry.
You will have just 1 hour to cook for us a stunning dish. And at the end, we will pick the 3 best dishes for tasting. And the winning dish will be given a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge. Are you ready?
Yes!
Your time starts now!
Let's do it.
That advantage would be amazing. Oh my gosh, best thing ever. I was the last one to get an apron, and now I'm going to prove to them that I should be here.
So this is their first Mystery Box Challenge, and what a Mystery Box Challenge it is. We've got some great inspirational Canadian ingredients.
Canada now has emerged as one of the top culinary destinations in the world. What would your approach be in this challenge?
I may want to do the wild boar, this pan fry, and some simple roasted vegetables. You got carrots, Brussels sprouts, beautiful products, make it simple.
You know what? I would pick the Arctic char. I would sear it on one side. Half the fish should be crispy and cooked. The other half would be almost sashimi-like. Love it.
Gotta use the Manitoba pickerel since I'm the only one from Winnipeg, so I gotta represent.
I'm just really excited to be here today representing my province, Alberta, and I love grass-fed beef. I've got cows right outside my house.
I'm making an Arctic char beignet with Dutchess potatoes and a red wine reduction sauce. We don't have food like this in Nigeria. I'm like a kid in the candy store right now.
I've always kind of done the right and responsible things, but this is my dream, and this is my time.
So, Mary, walk me through this dish.
I'm doing a pan-seared Arctic char with a blueberry red wine reduction and a carrot puree.
I've actually never had Arctic char with blueberries. You sure about this?
I'm nervous, but I think it'll be good.
Good luck.
Thank you. Come on, baby.
I'm
making a pan-seared wild boar and some maple glazed carrots and Brussels sprouts.
I really want to do this for my wife and kids more than anything. I'm missing them like crazy. My food dream is to open a little farm-to-table type restaurant and run it as a family.
Really proud to be Canadian. We can produce some really great food here.
Dr. Sean.
Chef,
What are you making?
today I'm going to try baking. I'm not a big baker, but we're going to make a tart with a maple syrup cream filling. I'm from Quebec, so that's why I'm choosing to use the maple syrup.
Do you like maple tarts?
I absolutely love maple syrup. I've never had a maple tart.
Let me get this. You have never eaten a maple tart, you've never baked, and you're gonna make me a maple tart.
It's going to look good. I don't know if this is going to be your typical maple tart, Chef, but it's going to taste good.
I hope so.
Thank you, Chef. When I really love something, whether it's for school or it's for cooking, I study hours every week.
I'm making the Yukon wild boar. I'm gonna do pan-seared. I've never cooked wild boar before, but it's in the meat family, and I know meat. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Close.
30 minutes! You have 30 minutes left. Come on! Hi there, Veronica.
Hello, Chef.
Now, tell me, what dish you're cooking for us?
I'm going to do a seared Arctic char with pickerel stock, with clams, and making some potatoes, carrots, and I'm going to throw some squash in there in the last minute.
Sounds like you've got a lot going on.
I always seem to. I go big or go home.
Good luck.
It's really good. I am making a wild boar in honor of my father. He loves steak and potatoes, so I'm just going to do my own take on that.
At home, I do all of the cooking. My parents separated when I was 16 years old, and I took it upon myself to put on the mom shoes. I'm here to win Masterchef Canada, so I can make sure my father retires and my brothers have a good life.
Vince, you work very clean.
Yeah, kind of driven that way.
Yeah?
Got a lot at home in the family. I got to keep things in order, otherwise it all goes to chaos.
I have 2 sets of twins, 4 daughters, and they're the best thing ever in my life.
What are you making exactly?
I'm making clams in just a classic white wine sauce, some tomatoes, some fresh herbs, some shallots.
Just clams, only clams.
Just clams. I'm gonna make it pretty. I'm gonna make it worth it.
All right, keep going.
For sure. Thank you.
I'm making a pan-seared Arctic char. I'm gonna pickle some blueberries in a screech mixture that I made and make a bannock. I'm a very creative person, so with food, I consider myself a mad scientist, I guess. I need to show the judges that I am creative and I deserve to be here. Sauce, come on, sauce.
5 minutes! 5 minutes left! Sean is making a tomato rose.
Oh, he loves that,
He
doesn't
loves to go back to the old classics.
Yeah, but you know what? That takes a lot of good knife skills.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I want that advantage, like, very badly.
I feel like my flavors are good enough to get that advantage.
You have 1 minute left!
I'm worried that the judges aren't going to like my dish.
It's just not coming together how I thought it would.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up! Yeah, baby! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up!
Oh, yeah.
The judges have been observing and tasting throughout the challenge. They now take one final look before choosing the most promising dishes. The winner of this mystery box will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge.
The first home cook we like to call up was not afraid to take a risk.
Call my name, call my name, call my name. Thinking like subliminal messages.
That home cook is Dr. Sean. Bring your dish up to the front.
It's a tart with a maple pastry cream, a meringue on top, and blueberry coulis.
So refresh my memory. You're not a baker, right?
Never made a tart in my life.
It's pretty amazing.
Thank you so much.
Just the way the flavors all come together. The tart is crispy. It's well balanced. It's not too sweet. Great job.
Thank you so much. Chef Alvin, the man who does not like desserts.
Why does everybody think I don't like desserts? Is it because I'm not a sweet guy? Wow. Sean, you might have converted me. It's got very nice balance. It's sweet, but I can taste the maple. Beautifully done on pie crust, it's crispy. The meringue could have been improved. If you get a stiffer meringue, you can probably get a bit more charm in it. Overall, you deliver. You deliver. Well done. Thank you. next home cook that we'd like to call up took a risk with some unusual flavor combinations.
I feel like they're talking about me. I'm almost ready to pick up my plate.
The home cook that made that dish is Mary.
This is a pan-seared Arctic char with a blueberry wine reduction and a carrot puree.
Blueberries and Arctic char. I've never had that before. It's fantastic. I love the balance that you've achieved here. The Arctic char is perfect, medium rare, and the berries cut right through that.
Thank you.
Mary, if this is a taste of what's to come, I'm very excited. Really sincerely.
Thank you so much.
Presentation, I think, is outstanding. Just wonderful. This is a really well-balanced red wine sauce. You intensified those aromatic notes of the cassis, the vanilla, that work incredibly well with these wonderful East Coast blueberries from Nova Scotia. You're cooking with the mind of a chef.
Thank you.
The third and final home cook we're calling up used a number of ingredients in the most ambitious way.
Please come to the front. Veronica.
I'm excited. I just given up hope, and then they said my name. I made a pan-seared Arctic char and a fish broth with a garnish of potatoes and wild rice.
You certainly took more ingredients than anybody in this room. So let's cut into the fish. How do you like that fish?
Should be medium.
Well, spot on medium. Wow. Smooth, silky, crunchy, a bit of bite. It's a very, very nice combination.
Thank you.
I think this is a very stylish and sophisticated dish. And the fact that you use these little pommes gaufrettes as part of the garnish, wonderful.
Thank you, Chef.
Beautiful, moist. You let the key ingredient shine there. If I could comment one little element, maybe a little knob of ginger would have given the broth a little pop. But overall, very well executed.
Thank you, Chef.
Sean, Mary, and Veronica. We're going to take a moment to deliberate.
I think it's really important to win the first Mystery Box Challenge because I want to be the one to beat.
Looks like we have a competition on our hands.
They were 3 outstanding dishes.
They like my food. I've got a chance.
Taking risks is one thing, but at the end of the day, it's what's on the plate.
I expected myself to be here, and I think I'm going to come out victorious.
All 3 of you honored the Canadian ingredients that we gave you. But one had a slight edge. And that home cook is... All 3 of you honored the Canadian ingredients that we gave you. But one had a slight edge. And that home cook is... Sean. Congratulations.
Wow, I baked for the first time, and I still beat 13 other amazing home cooks.
Sean, you are now the cook to beat in this competition. Let's go!
I'm super excited. I'm the first one seeing what the Masterchef Canada Pantry looks like. Wow. It is such an amazing place to be, and there's just so many culinary dreams that exist here. Amazing.
Whew. Sean, welcome to the Masterchef Canada Pantry. Every home cook wants to win their way in here. And this season, you are the first one to do it.
And your first advantage is you don't have to cook.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
And now, we're about to show you 3 international cuisines that are very near and dear to our hearts. And you get to choose the one that will inspire everyone's dishes today.
Whew.
Are you ready to see your choices?
Can't wait.
I was born in Uruguay, and that experience has shaped the chef that I am today. South American cuisine is one of the most exciting and complex cuisines on the planet. And South Americans love their spicy chilies and bright, vibrant, clean flavors.
Now, I was born in South Wales, but it was my Italian father that passed on not just the Bonaccini name, but his endless passion for regional Italian cuisine, where the use of simple, seasonal ingredients is key. I grew up eating bland food in Scarborough, but when I moved to Hong Kong, my taste bud exploded. Chinese cooking may look simple, but to master it, you need to build complex flavors and a balance of different textures.
All right, Sean, which of these three cuisines do you think would give your competitors the hardest time?
I'm gonna put the other home cooks out of their element today. This is gonna let me see where my competition lies. I choose...
As you can see, Sean will not be cooking today, and that means he immediately advances to the top 13 in this competition. He also got to decide the theme of this elimination challenge, which will result in at least one of you going home.
In the pantry, we presented Sean with 3 distinct cuisines.
Each draws on our cultural backgrounds.
Today, it will be the flavors of my South American heritage.
The only thing I know about South America is that it's below North America. I'm starting to panic a little bit.
I'm thinking heat, bold flavors. These are things that I love.
Now, we haven't told you about Sean's third advantage, which he doesn't even know. He gets to choose 2 of you to join him up in the gallery.
Oh boy.
Whew, wow. Do I go down the competitive route and pick the weaker home cooks, or do I go down the nice guy route and pick who I kind of like?
Okay, Sean, make your decision.
If I could avoid cooking today, that would be awesome.
I don't think Sean's gonna pick me. He knows I'm a threat.
I'm gonna save. Terry, Vince, get up here. Oh, brother.
Sean called me. He called me to come up and join him. It feels amazing.
Sean's strategy is friend-based. He likes his bros, so it makes sense.
Oh my God, thank you.
Vince and Terry seem like very positive people, and they both seem like maybe they'll want to pay it forward when the time comes, if and when.
Are you ready? Yes! Your time starts now!
The home cooks have 60 minutes to create a stunning South American-inspired dish.
Butter, anybody see butter?
I see condensed milk, evaporated milk, all the ingredients to make a tres leches cake. I used to eat this cake with my mom. Chocolate. When she passed away, I started to recreate and cook her recipes. So I'm doing this to honor my mom. I think I'm good.
Yes! Got my chipotle peppers.
I'm feeling really nervous. I've never had authentic South American food.
Come and grab there.
Gosh, I'm so happy.
I'm going sweet this time. I'm making an apple raspberry empanada. Oh, baby, burn, burn, burn.
I'm glad he picks up American because I want to cook something that I've never cooked before. Someone is going home today, but it's not going to be me.
I can't remember a time where I've been more excited about an elimination challenge. This is food from my roots. I want to see food that's sexy, that has big, poppy flavors. Chilies, red onion, cilantro. The one word that comes to mind is sophistication.
Whoa. A lot of pressure here, a lot of steak.
I'm making stuffed tortillas. They're also called pupusas. They're in a Salvadorian dish. You serve it with some salsa and some guacamole. I'm determined not to go home today.
I want to really show my creativity. So I'm gonna have to do something crazy. I'm making a corn panna cotta with a passion fruit sauce. Normally corn is not found in panna cottas, but if I execute this correctly, then I'm sure I'll be at the top.
Jeremy, what are you making?
Making a tres leches cake with white chocolate and toasted coconut.
That brings me back to my childhood. What do you think is the biggest challenge in terms of pulling this one off?
The bake time and having it cool in time.
Jeremy, if you pull this off, I'm going to be incredibly impressed.
I'm going to do my best.
I hope so.
Thank you, Chef.
I think I got my flavors down. My sauce is looking good. Beautiful. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
I'm a mom, I'm a teacher, I'm a coach. I have infinite sources of energy, and oh yeah, I'm ready to compete.
I am making shrimp and chorizo empanadas with a pico de gallo and guacamole and a cilantro crema. I like South American food, but I feel nervous because I haven't really worked a whole lot with it, so I am worried. I I will be making churro 3 ways. I've made donuts before, so I'm feeling really calm, cool, and collected.
Matthew, what are you making here?
Chef, I'm making a corn panna cotta with a passion fruit sauce. I'm also gonna make a churro with that.
Wow, this sounds really ambitious. Are you worried that you might be going a little bit out of your comfort zone here?
I am a little bit out of my comfort zone, but that's the only way that I could really push myself to be the best.
Someone at home that really inspires you when you cook?
Yes, chef. Every time I cook, I carry this deck of cards with me. My partner wrote notes from home, so I'm cooking for him today.
Do you have those cards on you?
I always have them on me.
What's the message that really stands out for you that's in those cards?
That he always loves me no matter what.
Well, listen, I'm excited to see what we do next.
Great, thank you, chef. Come on, Matt.
Jeremy is doing a tres leches cake. He's worried about whether or not the cake is going to bake in time and rest and cool.
20 minutes. You have 20 minutes left.
I don't think he has enough time.
I'm cutting this way, way too close. This cake could send me home.
Come on.
The home cooks are feeling the heat in a South American elimination challenge.
South American cuisine is super complex. There are a ton of flavors. It's going to give them a hard time.
I feel a little bit out of my depth in this South American challenge because it's not something I've made a whole lot.
I know what a lot of the ingredients are, but it's hard to make it into something authentic when I don't know what that is. I'm in trouble.
Hi there, David.
Hi, Chef Michael.
What are you actually making, David?
I'm making a empanada. I put a little bit of goat cheese in there and some okra pork, potatoes, a little bit of crunch from the corn. I'm leaving it just barely cooked.
Is that a South American goat cheese?
I'm really not sure.
Okay.
Chef.
And what's this here? Pot of rice?
Yes, I'm making a saffron rice.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing a really great empanada from you.
I'll do my best.
Hi there, Michelle.
Hi, Chef.
So tell me what you're cooking, Michelle.
Stuffed poblano peppers with chorizo and rice. I've rehydrated some pasilla peppers, and I'm gonna make a sauce for my stuffing.
Wonderful. Sounds great. Are there people in your life that have inspired you to cook this type of food?
As a teacher, I have many students that are South American, and I am always eager to see what they bring in when we host our potlucks. And I've tasted some of the flavors, and they are delicious, and I can't wait to make them.
I look forward to seeing how
Thank
that all
you, Chef.
turns out. Best
you,
of luck.
Chef.
Keep an eye on the clock.
Thank you. My initial game plan was to start off with 3 different types of churros. And then I'm struggling with my piping, and the bag keeps breaking. And then I look up at the timer, and I'm thinking, forget 3 churros. At this point, I'm lucky if I even finish 1.
Look at Veronica. She's cool. She's calm.
She's someone to watch, eh?
100%.
I want to make very complicated dishes. I like things that make people go, I know my filling tastes good, and I think that I have a very strong dish.
5 minutes. You have 5 minutes left. At this time, you should be plating.
Time's running out, but I'm not going home on this cake.
I'm very concerned about Jennifer. Serious problems there. She doesn't have that much time left. I think she's very scared right now. Matthew is doing a panna cotta. He's doing the churros with caramel sauce. If he pulls this thing off, it's going to be spectacular.
1 minute! 1 minute! Get going!
Look how beautiful that is. There's no way I'm going home.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Yeah, baby!
What a great challenge that was. It's now time to taste your dishes.
Julia, please bring up your dish.
I've made for you an empanada with a roasted corn pico de gallo and a guacamole.
The empanadas look very crisp. They don't look oily. It's amazing.
Thank you, Chef.
Great ratio of pastry to filling. The avocado crema is a fantastic condiment. The salsa, well balanced. This is a great dish.
Thank you, Chef.
Great job.
I did it!
Jeremy, please bring up your dish.
It's toasted coconut and white chocolate tres leche cake.
So we got 3 layers
and I put white chocolate in between each layer.
It's absolutely wonderful. It does make me think of South America. I get the wonderful toasted coconut that's around the outer edge, the very light whipped cream. I mean, to think that you were able to pull this off in 60 minutes, it's absolutely astonishing. Well done.
Thank you, chef.
You know, I have very fond memories of this cake. My grandmother used to make it. The sponge cake you actually made perfectly, but it is a bit dry. Just a few more moments soaking up that condensed milk, and it would have been a masterpiece. It's just begging for more.
A little bit more, yeah.
Please go back to your station.
Thanks, chef.
Jennifer, please bring up your dish.
I'm putting my game face on. Whatever it is that they're gonna throw at me, I'm ready. Today I made for you churros my way and apple caramel sauce.
Let me ask you, be honest with me. This is the Demon Chef. Is this what you intended?
No, I intended something a lot more beautiful, perhaps different variations of a churro.
I would have been very impressed if there was 3 different churro, different flavors, maybe 2 sauce, 3 sauce, but 1 churro, 1 sauce. One churro, 1 sauce, 1 hour. Let's have a taste. The flavor is a little bit too sweet. We need to see more. This is an elevation. If you keep on doing this, the end will be near.
Matthew, please bring your dish up.
I made a corn panna cotta with a passion fruit sauce at the bottom, made a churros, and I did a chili sponge sugar and candied lime on top.
What a great sound, huh? This churro. Great crunch, great texture. Panna cotta, super soft and creamy. And that passion fruit, boy, that gives a big, fresh, crisp hit. It has sophistication, style. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, chef.
You know what I love about this dish? It's the diversity. The different layers of textures and flavor as I go from top to the bottom. From the sponge sugar on the top of the crunchy churros, and a little bit of heat. You need the heat.
Yes, chef.
This is definitely an ace. David, please bring your plate up here.
I'm really nervous because I'm not 100% confident in this dish at all.
This is my take on an empanada, guacamole and saffron rice. I have little experience with South American food.
Have you ever cooked it?
No, I haven't. This is my first attempt.
Have you ever eaten it?
No, I haven't.
Well, let's cut into this. It's a good attempt on the pastry, but the fill doesn't make sense. You know, I don't taste any South American flavors in there. I would have preferred a little bit of heat, a little bit of spice.
I put a little bit of jalapeno, some hot paprika, a little pinch of cumin.
It's too little. I see you've got a lot of bling going on the plate. Diced tomatoes, the Cape gooseberry, the saffron rice. Let's see how it tastes. A little overcooked and under-seasoned. It doesn't say to me South America. You got a little trip up today.
Veronica, please bring your dish up.
This is a stuffed tortilla. It's called the pupusa with some salsa and a guacamole caterpillar.
So what am I gonna see when I crack this open?
You should see a thin layer of tortilla dough with a nice filling of the pork mixture.
That's not what I'm seeing.
No,
I'm seeing a lot of dough and not too much filling.
I see that.
You see that, right? That's pretty dry. Just the ratio is a bit off. And there's a real kick, salt in there. A little too much.
I think this is an interesting technique that is very Veronica. This is a decent dish. This isn't perfect, and I don't expect you to be perfect. I want you to open up and cook with genuine heart and feeling. Because that's what cooking is.
I'm listening hard, Chef, and I will definitely implement this if I get to stay in the kitchen.
Well, I hope you do get that chance.
All right, Michelle, you're up.
I have a stuffed poblano with pasilla pepper sauce.
It's got a little smokiness, there's heat to it, there's a touch of acidity. It's big, bold, rich. There's nothing shy or wimpy about it. It is the kind of sauce that makes you grateful to be alive. It's amazing. The pepper to me is very similar to the sauce in terms of it's got great flavor in that rice. You get an A+ for taste and flavor.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. Sweet!
Sean Hickey, please bring up your dish.
I'm certain I've nailed it. All the components I wanted to put on that plate are done. I have a apple raspberry empanada and a traditional churro served atop a apple butter rum sauce.
I like the filling. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. And I think the raspberry reacts very nicely with the apple. But the presentation. Your dream is to own a food truck, right?
Yes.
Well, this looks like something in the food truck. Looks like a tray ready to go in the paper bag.
We've tasted all your dishes, and now we need a few moments to discuss. 3 years of this competition we're in. This is the best elimination challenge I've seen this early on. Some of them soared to new levels. Some of them, unfortunately, hit all-time low. This ain't gonna be easy. Ready to go?
I think we're ready. All right, let's go. Let's go. We asked you to create delicious dishes inspired by the flavors of South America. And many of you impressed us with your efforts. But 2 home cooks made dishes that we would call truly inspiring. The second best dish we tasted was made by Michelle. Well done.
I know that my students are watching me, and I'm proud of myself.
Now for the best dish. It raised the bar in this kitchen to a whole new level. And that dish was made by Matthew.
Having people of that caliber say I am that good, it's unreal.
Congratulations, Matthew. You and Michelle will be the captains of the first team challenge.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a team leader. I'm so looking forward to this.
Now, for the bad news. There were 3 home cooks who made disappointing dishes. Their food failed to honor the big, bold South American flavors.
The first dish was made by...
Don't say my name, don't say my name.
There were 3 home cooks who made disappointing dishes.
The first home cook that we're calling up. Veronica, please come to the front.
My hands are shaking for the very first time in this kitchen. I'm hoping I get a second chance.
The next unfortunate dish was prepared by a home cook who promised complex flavors, but did not deliver. Jennifer, please step forward.
My heart is beating out of my chest. I'm not ready to go home.
The final home cook who disappointed themselves and us.
David, get up here.
I kind of felt my heart sink when they called my name.
Today, all 3 of you made serious mistakes.
We do think you all have the potential to grow and do better.
But this is MasterChef Canada, and you need to be able to excel, even when you're at a disadvantage.
And for that reason, we have no choice but to eliminate David.
Veronica, Jennifer, go back to your stations. We're sorry, David. Your flavors just did not measure up today.
David, you told us that your food dream is to provide affordable, quality ingredients to the people of New Brunswick. And just like you, your dream is both honest and noble. All the best to you in the future. Please come on up and say goodbye. Great job. Thank you. Great meeting you.
There, you did well.
You're a gentleman, a strong individual. Pleasure to have met you, David. I wish I could have done a little more to represent New Brunswick, but I'll go home with my head held high. I'll never forget wearing that white apron and being in the Masterchef Canada kitchen. All of you, put on your game faces, because next up is your first team challenge.
It's like, this just got real.
Next time, the top 13 face their very first team challenge. Cooking for Canadian heroes.
Let's go, guys, faster, faster!
The firefighters are hungry!
But as the pressure builds,
I need sauce on these ribs right now.
Do it, just do it.
a succulent rib lunch could go down in flames.
Is that what you want? You can't even serve that.
What are we gonna do? This is my worst nightmare.